Hi everybody. So a little bit of a different video today. We've been back from our honeymoon now for a little over 2 months. It's been already, it already feels like it's been way too long that we haven't been in Disneyland, which is crazy because we live next to Paris, but like Disneyland, Paris, and technically also Paris. But still, Disneyland has my heart. Because it was always my favorite park. I mean, I didn't grow up going to the parks, and I am from Florida, so I didn't go to Disneyland until 2020 or 2014, not 2024. 2014 for my first time. And from then on, I loved it. Disneyland has my heart. It's my favorite park. You feel good when you're at Disneyland. Not that you don't feel good at the other Disney parks, but there's something in the air that's special to Disneyland. So, because we've been back now for a few months, we still have not actually finished unpacking all of the merch that we got, and we got quite a bit of merch. So, I figured, because I don't actually fully remember everything that we have, so I figured, why don't we take a look at what we brought back with us, because it's quite a bit. I have here a bag of merch. I have here a small pile of merch. So let's get started. So first thing that we do is anybody who knows JV loves park maps. I can't show you now, but I literally have a giant bag of Disney parks. It's a Disney parks bag full of park maps over here on our bookshelf. And I love it so much. I think it's hilarious. And then we have a suitcase over here because it's a French apartment. They're not very large. So we have a suitcase over here, and the suitcase is from we didn't use it for a trip in 2022 to Walt Disney World, but I didn't have space for everything afterwards. So it's actually inside is stacked with all of the maps that he brought back with him, because every single time JV walks into the park and there's new maps, it's like handful of maps come with me. So whenever you travel with JV, you have to make an allotment for space for park maps. So of course I have park maps. So we got everything. Where to start? It's so exciting. Okay, well, we stayed at the Clarion that is down the street from Disneyland, from like where the OG Disneyland sign is now. That's across the street from the McDonald's. And our first trip to Disneyland in 2018, we stayed at the Fairfield Inn just across the street. But that was way too expensive because we were there for the week of the 70th anniversary, hence the t-shirt. So we ended up discovering the Clarion, which is like a 20-ish minute walk away. But the really cool thing about this hotel, it is just across the street from the Woody and Friends parking lots. And what's really cool is those are actually open to pedestrians. So what we did is every morning we just walked across the street to the parking lot, and we took the free bus. So the Anaheim Regional Transportation, the ART buses, if you go in through the Woody and Friends, it's a free bus. And the great thing is, if you come in the morning, you don't have to go through security at the parks. You already go through security in the parking lot, and it takes you right to the entrance. Best thing that we did, honestly, Clarion itself is a nice hotel. You can tell that they're kind of renovating things at the moment. They've renovated the rooms. The bathrooms are still a little bit dated. They did the job. They were clean. The people who worked there were friendly. The breakfast was not bad. I enjoyed my waffle. It was a good sized waffle. It wasn't Mickey shaped, but it was a good waffle. And it's a good neighbor hotel. So that was all worth it. So, and of course, because we are in the middle of the 70th celebration, although technically it is Halloween right now, we have our cute little 70th anniversary art maps. I love it. What else did JV grab for us? Okay, so of course, we have our other languages. So we have, Deutsch, which because I am half German, but I don't speak German, but JV does speak German, even though he's Dutch. So, there's that. But JV's always very sad. Well, it's also California Adventure. JV's also always very sad. They don't have Dutch maps in the U.S. parks. He's like, but I'm an official language for Paris. And I'm like, I know, but not enough people speak Dutch for maps in the U.S. And so he's very sad about this. And then, Français for Disneyland, and California Adventure. These are a bit older for maps. There's nothing about the 70th in these maps, unfortunately. So if you do go to Disneyland at this time and English is not your native language, which I don't really think you'd probably be watching my video if English is not your native language, or if you don't speak English. But if you were looking for a map in a different language for the 70th anniversary, they don't have one. I'm not sure which ones came first and which ones came second, so we'll just go with that. Okay, so here we have these adorable Disneyland and California Adventure 70th anniversary maps. So we have the Paint the Night, which it was my first time actually seeing Paint the Night live, and it was also JV's first time seeing that parade live. And JV was very emotional because it was his first nighttime parade in a long time. The last nighttime parade that JV saw was Fantalusion here at Disneyland Paris. So it's been, you know, a bit. And I mean, my last nighttime spectacular. Words are hard. Spectacular was, or nighttime parade. We'll get there eventually. Nighttime parade was the Main Street Electrical Parade. Magic Kingdom when it ended. I was at guest relations when it ended, so I remember when all of that was going through. And then for, of course, California Adventure, you have World of Color Happiness. I love a good World of Color show. This was not one of my favorite versions of World of Color, but it was still a fun show. We also have the 70th anniversary map with the castle on it for all the 70th decorations, which is great. And then another really cute thing we had, sorry, I'm like sitting on the floor, so it's a little uncomfortable. Another really cute thing that they had were these family maps. So we have California Adventure and Disneyland. I'll show you Disneyland because, of course, you know, you got to go with the OG. So here's the back, you know, welcome friends, and about adventures that they have throughout the parks. It's absolutely adorable. So once you open it, this is what the map looks like. Really cartoony, but really adorable. Honestly, if this was a poster, I'd buy it. So it's absolutely adorable. They have like how many hidden icons can you find. They do still have the like where are the bathrooms, all of that. What's also really cool is on the back side of the map here they have the attractions, and it kind of describes it what it would be like for kids. So it talks about, does it go in the dark, what is really the description of the attraction, which is really fun. Because I mean, the regular park maps are great, but when you have kids, I don't have kids yet, but when you do have kids, it can be a little bit harder to navigate the parks with them, because the park map kind of vaguely describes the attractions, but for a child, you don't know what that might mean for them. And then here they have kid favorite foods. So they talk about where you can find burgers, french fries, pizza, pasta, chicken tenders, all that kind of fun stuff. And if it has the Mickey check, so if it's a good meal good healthy meal for the kids, because it is not always evident in a theme park. And then the most sacred map possible. We were there for the 70th anniversary. And we were there very, very, very early in the morning, which was great. We were actually one of the first ones into the park. And we were standing there and they're like, wait, we're waiting outside the park, and they say, hey, do you guys want to be on TV? And we said, yes, we want to be on TV. Is that a question? And we got in. So what's really cool is when you watch the video of Josh D'Amaro and Bob Iger in front of the train station opening Disneyland for the day for the guests for the 70th anniversary. We're actually in that video. We're on the right side. We're easy to find because, oddly enough, I'm the only one wearing the light blue 70th anniversary ears. You'll see those later. So if you just look for light blue Mickey ears on the bottom right of the zoomed out video, we're in there. We're not next to Bob Iger, but we are in the video with Bob Iger. So that's cool. We are now in the prosperity of Disney. Kind of like that. But what was cool was when you walked in, like most anniversaries for Disneyland, you had your guide map. It's a beautiful guide map with Walt and Mickey celebrating it. So when you open it, you have your usual park map. Cool, right? On the other side, it talks about what's special for the 70th anniversary. Oh, that Mickey looks familiar. I have him here. But what's really special about this map, I'm not gonna be able to show you the whole thing because where my camera is. But we have this original, what the original park map was. I love it so much. JV was able to grab a spare one for us. So the idea is, this is his reading map. The maps that I was given were the reading maps. JV has maps that he will read and go through, and he has maps that will stay in their box forever. So these are all of his reading maps, which is why I was allowed to touch them. Now, where to start? So I think I'm going to start with the merch that we already have out. So to start with, like I said, those blue ears. Here are my blue ears. I love these ears so much. I think these are actually technically the children's ears, but they're adorable. So this is the inside of them, if you can see that. Get a little bit closer for you. There you go. That's that fantastic pattern for the 70th. Here you have this adorable little patch. My nails are not intentionally the purple from the 70th. That's just a happy coincidence. So, fantastic little 70 here. And then you have the decorations on the ears. I love it so much. The Celebrate Happy collection is fantastic. My favorite collections were the 70th collection and the Vault collection. The Castle collection, I did like it, but Celebrate Happy and Vault, those are the sweet spots for me. I like color. I like vibrancy. So, you know, that's my thing. And then, of course, one thing I miss about Disneyland Paris has a lot of great Mickey ears. Mickey and Minnie ears. And I keep looking over there because I have a giant collection of ears, which I'm not going to show you because our room is a mess. But I love ears. I collect ears. In the US, I always collected ear hats. And now that I am in Europe where they don't have ear hats, it is so sad they do not have ear hats here. But since they don't have the hats, I left all my hats in the US. So of course when we went to Disneyland, I was like, I need an ear hat. And of course it got embroidered with my name, because why wouldn't it? Almost all of my ears are embroidered because that's how we roll with Mickey ears. Now, the next thing that we got is this nice Disneyland D pillow. I love it. It's actually really nice to snuggle. Like at night, I legitimately sleep with this pillow because when you hold it, like your head fits so nicely on this like wing of the D. So you're just like, really? It's a great, like, is it a full body pillow? No. But does it hold, like, can you hold it really well? Yes. Like I will just sit on the couch like this. I love this pillow so much. It's like the Sherpa kind of material. So it's nice. It was released with it's a little confusing. So this one was released with the 70th merch, and in a lot of places they put it with the 70th merch, and like on the website it listed it as part of the 70th, but it doesn't actually have a 70th anniversary tag. You always have your like CVS receipt tags here, but it does have the really nice like Disneyland tag. I don't know if you can see that there. Right there, like a little cute Disneyland tag. So I love that. I love it. Like I said, it's great to snuggle. If you're debating it, don't debate it. Just get it because it's great. So I'm going to toss that over here. Well, not toss it. Next to my ears. Now, the next thing. I was so sad when we went to Florida because, well, okay, I was sad, but when we went to Florida, we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Say that 5 times fast. And as soon as I did it, I fell in love with Chubby. I loved Chubby so much. I have the ears for the attraction. I even have 2 little plushes that they randomly sold here at Paris, the Mickey and the Minnie, with the little Chubby. And I love the attraction. And I do have shoulder pals, but I didn't get the Chubby shoulder pal. And I was sad that I did not get him because I thought he was adorable. So this time I was like, JV, I need the Chubby. I need him. And so I got him. I have my little Chubby. I love him so much. Look at him. Like his little cheeks. How can you not love these cheeks? And honestly, he's fantastic. The tag has, you know, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. He does have his little patch in there for the shoulders. I know a lot of people lose them. I have several shoulder pals. Like I have Bruni, Hey Hey, Star. I have Orange Bird even. And now I have Chubby as well. And I've never had an issue with the shoulder pals falling off. I think it's how thick the clothes on that you have and where exactly on your shoulder you sit the, like, magnet under. But I haven't had that problem. But I see all the time that, you know, they fall off and people lose them. So it does happen. So, but I'm also really paranoid. So the entire time I will have my shoulder pal on. I'm like, you're still there, right? So I panic a bit. The next thing, what am I going to show now? I have so many things. So the next thing that I have here, I've actually been wearing this, that's why it's out. Because when we were at Disneyland, it's July, so I'm like, oh, it's not going to be cold. So I didn't bring a jacket. But it was cold in the evenings and in the mornings. So I was like, oh, I need to buy a jacket. Oh no, I need to buy a jacket. No. So I ended up, this is my one Castle collection thing that I own. And it was this beautiful jacket. You can see it there. Hold it back here. So I love this so much. This jacket is fantastic. It is fully embroidered. So when you wash it, you don't have to worry about, oh my god, it's going to peel off, because it won't. It's beautifully embroidered. Honestly, the quality is top notch. On the inside of the hood, you have these beautiful design here, this beautiful pattern for the Castle collection. Then here, you have the Disneyland tag with this beautiful stitching here with Disneyland 70. And then I also really love that you have this here, the D with the Castle. It's fantastic, honestly, the Castle collection. So I really like this jacket. It is super, it's not very thick. It is thinner, but it's great for, you know, when you just need a light jacket. I love it. This there. Now, the other jacket that we got was for JV, because he said, oh, no, I'm not going to buy a jacket. He likes his Spirit jerseys, which I know he likes his Spirit jerseys. And so he didn't really think he would buy a jacket, but then he also started getting, he had a denim jacket, but he started getting chillier. And we went into Fantasyland, and they had the Vault merch there in one of the shops. So we started looking through it, and I said, you know, you've always talked about the bomber type jackets. Like, do you want to try one? And he said, yeah, I guess I'll try it on and see how it fits. And he put it on, and he's like, I love this. But he didn't buy it then. And then a few days later, right before the 70th, he bought it, because I was like, if you're going to wear a jacket, you might as well buy the one that you want, so you're like all in theme for the 70th. So he bought his jacket. Again, high quality. I have to say, the 70th merch, high quality merch. It's fantastic. So here we have this fantastic stitching with the Mickey for the Vault collection. The inside, it does say Disneyland 70th Vault. It's adorable. I love it. And then the back is really amazing with this embroidered castle in Disneyland. I love it. This is like old school font. I love this little castle. It's so cute. JV, oh, and then of course they have the Disneyland Resort tag on the side. JV loves his jacket. He says it's too sacred. He won't wear it to work, but anywhere else he can wear it, he wears it. He loves it. The other thing, speaking of JV, he also got himself his I don't know why I'm holding it up to me like I'm wearing it, but he got his Celebrate Happy button-up shirt. Blue is a great thing for JV. His eyes are blue. Blue shirts pop on him. It's the same as the 50th anniversary shirt, so if you have that, it's the same material, it's the same blue, and it's the same shade of gold. You have a great tag here. And so it's the same kind of shirt. So if you already have the 50th anniversary shirt, you already know what size you can get, because it's the exact same shirt. But JV really loves it. And his 50th shirt, he loves so much, he has two of them. One to wear, one, I guess, as a spare. I don't know. I generally only own one of each thing. But. And then the last, well, not the last thing, but I have, like I said, I have a lot of stuff. I hope you're, you know, like, you got popcorn or something. I washed this, so it's a little bit wrinkly, because I have an iron, but I'm not gonna iron. It's not my thing. So it's, again, part of the Vault collection. This amazing shirt. So it has the actual, like, opening day of Disneyland, the map. And then at the bottom, it does say Disneyland 70th. Right there. I love it. I have the matching skirt. I didn't get it out because it's in the closet, and we have our suitcases blocking the closet a bit. So, when we did the 70th anniversary day, like July 17th, we were matching. We were really cute. So JV was in his shirt, and then I was in my skirt. And then what's really cool about this is if you want to go for the full thing, I saw women walking around with the men's shirt on, and the skirts. They have a pair of Crocs with this pattern. I'm like, you know what? Go all out, girl. Like, yes. But what's really nice is this is, again, embroidered with the Disneyland 70. JV loves his shirt. It's really comfortable to wear. He said it feels nice wearing it. It's kind of like that Disney Parks Hawaiian t-shirt kind of vibe. So it's just really fun. It's a fun shirt. It's a fun pattern. I love it. I'm regretting that I didn't get the Crocs. But JV was like, you have to make decisions as to which merch you buy. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to make decisions for my merch. Then, after that, for the Vault collection, that same collection, we have a matching blanket for. So, I love this blanket. I'm obsessed with this blanket. I wanted to buy all of the blankets because if anybody who knows me knows I love my blankets. So, JV said, no, you can't buy all the blankets. You get to buy one blanket. And then maybe on our next trip, you can buy a second one. I was like, fine. So I did the Vault collection because you have to look at this plushiness. Like, look how thick it is. It's amazing. And so the front side is the same pattern as his shirt with that park map on it. And then the back side is, you got this little Mickey at the top. He's adorable. And it lists the opening day lands for Disneyland. And it says Disneyland Resort at the bottom. And it has the opening day attractions printed on the sides. Love this blanket. I thought the blanket was for me, but I was mistaken. The blanket is JV's. He has claimed it since we came home. It's no longer mine. I'm gonna put this back. Okay. I always have a pop socket on my phone, so I was really excited when I saw this pop socket. Again, my nails match. But, so when I saw this pop socket, I love it. The funny thing, though, is if you see our other videos, you might see not furry, but a fuzzy thing in the corner. And you think, oh, she put her finger in it. No, I didn't. It's the ears for the Mickey. When the ears for the Mickey are turned up towards the camera, it will get my camera shot. So there's a couple videos where I forgot to rotate the ears down to not get in the shot. So whenever you see that, it's this. But it's adorable because it has, you know, like, sorry, that got really close. It has, like, the attractions on a Disneyland 70. It is part of the Celebrate Happy collection. And because it is a pop socket, if you don't like the MagSafe base or you have a pop socket case, you can always, of course, take the pop socket out and put it in a different base if that's what you so desire. What else do I have on this side? A fun thing that they have right now is, well, I don't know if they have it right now, but they at least had it while we were there. JV loves Dole Whips. Pineapple Dole Whip. He is happy. So we, of course, JV has done Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, but he's only done it in Florida. He's never done it in California. So I said, well, JV, you have to do it in California. He said, why? And I said, because you can buy a Dole Whip and eat your Dole Whip while in the Tiki Room. That's what you want to do. So we did that. He got his traditional Dole Whip. And then I got the 70th anniversary pineapple upside down Dole Whip. She was messy, but she was delicious. Really recommended. But what's really cool is for the 70th anniversary, they had these cups for the Dole Whips. Again, the Celebrate Happy collection. So you got the 70 with all of the characters in their amazing little outfits. So, and honestly, it wasn't that expensive. I think it was $11 with my, or $11 for this. I think JV's was $9 with the cup. So if you're looking for a souvenir that's not too expensive, that you can use, this is a great option. And the coolest thing is they're dishwasher safe. We use them every week. On the weekends, we finally have the same days off. So on the weekends, every weekend on our 2 days off, we drink orange juice in the morning. And it's California orange juice, and we drink it out of our 70 cups. So they do hold up well in the dishwasher. Another reusable cup that we got was this cup. It is part of that Vault collection again. This was at Jolly Holiday when we got it. It's a sturdy cup, like it is heavy. So it does have the opening day map on it, and it does say Disneyland 70th. It has this adorable little Mickey here. And then, sorry, it's a little bit dusty because we don't use it. And then you have the Mickey here at the top. So this one does say to hand wash only, but it is a stainless steel cup. So, so there's the inside of it. So you can see it is nice and stainless steel. We used this the day of the 70th, and it was very handy. It kept our drinks nice and cold the whole day, and I do recommend it. This one was $21, I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was around $21 with the drink included, and they were nice enough to not put our drink inside the cup so that it didn't get sticky. So that was really great. It does come with the ring. I think I have it somewhere here. Is it in here? Are you here? No, you're not in there. Are you in here? No, it's not in there. Nope. I found it. Whew. Of course, it was all the way at the bottom of the bag. So what's really fun is they have this detachable strap. Sometimes on the Disney parks cups and popcorn buckets that have straps, the straps are like kind of fully attached, and you can take the strap off, but the little hooks are still there. So they did it differently this time. So it has this little thing here. This beautiful strap. Honestly, the strap is gorgeous. I'm really upset it's not like a lanyard, or like these don't have clips where you can make it a lanyard, because I would have used this as a lanyard. But what's really cool is you take your cup and you put it like that in the little holder, and you can walk around wearing your cup like this. So what's really great is you can use the cup on its own. You can take the strap off, or if you have a cup of the same size and you just want to use the strap, you can switch it around. So that is a really great thing that they did, and I do like that. So now that I have my bags out, might as well start with that. So this is the stuff that we got on the day of the 70th. As you can see, I already have my t-shirt on, so I'm not going to get those t-shirts out. But what else did we have in here? We've got some pins. Is there anything else? Oh, we have the Magic Band cards. I'm going to keep those to the side because we don't want those to get bent. I do have to say, it was good that, you know, we get a cast member discount, because our bank account was already not super thrilled with how much we spent, but the discount helps. So we got 2 of these pins that say I was there. There, I'll try to put them a little bit. It says I was there right there. So we did buy those on the day of the 70th. They did have a lot, so I do know for a few days after the 70th, they did keep selling them. So, I feel something else. Oh no, it's Unpack. But they are, last time I checked, fully sold out as of now. Do you have anything else in here? That bag? No. So I'll put you back. Okay, what did I have anything in here? No, I do not. Alright. Moving right along. So then, so then one day we went to the Walt Disney Studios, or no, well, the t-shirts, we didn't only get the t-shirts, we got a couple of other things the day of the 70th anniversary. And so one of the things that we got were these hats. They only released them the day of the 70th. So it's part of the Celebrate Happy collection. Beautiful rainbow pattern here. They are plain black ears. They are cute. This was JV's second ear hat. He has one that he got while at Walt Disney World for completing his cultural representative program with a little tassel. But we got them embroidered with the name and the date here. It is a shame because as soon as you get a date, you can't embroider it in like the traditional name. But I have mine here. I did pink because I thought pink really matched well, and you know, he did gold, so we look like that. We got these embroidered on our very last day of our trip because we kept forgetting to bring them back with us. One of the days that we were in California, we did head over to the Walt Disney Studios because we figured, might as well see headquarters. And I didn't bring it in, but we have a magnet that we got from there. And then it had this really cute reusable bag. So of course we had to get that. They didn't have plastic bags, they have reusable bags. What else do I have in here? Well, I don't have JV's hip clips. He must have put his hip, you know, like you see cast members with those little clips for the like lanyards and stuff. I don't know where JV put his, but I have what I got because I love a good bolo lanyard. So, I got this beautiful Cinderella bolo lanyard, which was a limited edition. On the back, it does say the Disney Employee Center. So that was really cool. And I love her. I wear her. I use it all the time at work. And then we have more in the bag, but I got this really fun ID pouch. I'm not gonna, well, you know, my ID. So on the back, it does have the slot for an ID or for an annual pass or whatever you'd like to use it. What's really fun is, you know, you can open it and you do have a card slot here. So it's very handy. The only thing I do have to say is it does fade really, really easily. I have heard that the darker, anytime they have one of those ID holders, the darker ones do tend to fade. But that looks like it's something that can be easily fixed with like a black marker. But I do love it. I've been using it daily since I bought it. What else do I have in here? Anything else fun in here? Yes, I do. And that 70th pouch, here's a new one, what it looks like new. That's what it looks like new. And they come with these lanyards. Mine is hanging on the back of the door. We also got these breath mint boxes, of course, because they released them with the 70th. So it is those e-ticket books, or not the e-ticket books, but the ticket books in general. I eat mine. Well, I don't like eat them, but I use them. And they are really strong. I really like them. But one of my colleagues actually asked me, he's just like, what is that box? And I was like, it's breath mints. And he said, no, what is the design? I was like, oh, it's a ticket book. And he said, what's a ticket book? And I realized, yeah, it's because of Disneyland Paris, when they opened, they'd already switched from ticket books to a one ticket for everything system. So then I'm trying to explain the history of the ticket book to my colleagues. And I was like, after 10 minutes I go, and that's why they have e-ticket attractions. That's where that comes from. They're like, you know, I always wonder that. It's like, I'm glad to be of service for your Disney history of the day. I'm coming to an end, I promise. I have the Magic Band Plus over in that general area. I did not get it for the 70th anniversary. They were all sold out by the time we got there. We do have some good friends who did order one for JV off the Disney store because Disney Store US because it was unavailable in Europe. And so for me, I got the Cinderella 75th anniversary Magic Band. It was fun. People have complained about the charging, but honestly, if I did a really long day in the park, when I went home, I just charged it next to my phone because I had multiple USB spots. So I just went, okay, I'll charge it. And then the next morning it was fully charged and I went to the park. So the charging problem didn't happen for me. The only thing that is a little bit frustrating is for Disneyland. Well, at least for us as cast members, we only get daily tickets. So we have to re-link the Magic Band. It's already linked to my account, but I have to link it to the individual ticket every single day, which was a bit of a hassle. But I do know in Walt Disney World, it's linked to the account, so as soon as you put the ticket on there, it will automatically go to the Magic Band, which is nicer. It'll be cool if or when Disneyland moves over to that system. It'll make things a lot easier, and I think there might be less complaints. But it was really cool watching the shows and feeling the vibrations and watching the Magic Band change colors. One of the times we saw Paint the Night, I had JV wear my Magic Band. He's like, oh, that's weird, but cool. So I do enjoy it. We've gotten a couple of things actually from the 70th anniversary since coming back to Disneyland Paris or to France. And it's actually funny where I got them. So, a couple of years ago, a couple of years ago, during the 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World, I, was scrolling through something. Oh, I had like a targeted ad for AliExpress for, merch. I was like, what is this? So I looked and it seemed to me to be official merch for Walt Disney World. I went, weird. And it was on sale. So it was like the gray V-neck Walt Disney World 50th t-shirt with Minnie here, and on the back it had Minnie's face as well. And I think it was like 12 euros, so like 15 bucks. And I went, you know what? I'll go ahead and do it. The worst is it's a fake, and you know, I have a good fake. It's 15 bucks, I'm not worried about it. So I ordered it, and it came, and when it came in the plastic and I opened it, it was actually with the, like, tags attached, you know, like the white Disney tags with the price. It says Disney Parks on one side and the barcode on the other. It had that attached, and I was like, if this is a fake, this is like a very legitimate fake. So I followed that shop on AliExpress, and then later I ended up buying 2 Spirit jerseys from them. Again, they came with the tags, and I was like, okay. And those were for the 100th anniversary. They were the cast member Spirit jerseys, which is why I bought them, because a lot of the cast member merchandise that you see in the US, they don't have available for us here in Paris, because we just got the possibility to buy merch with a discount online. So one of the things that I bought, the first thing I bought when I saw it, was the Disneyland 70th V-neck. It is, to me, in my eyes, if this is a fake, high quality fake. This was, I think, 19 euros. So about 23-ish dollars. So if you, the value is a little bit different to do the conversion. So it came with the tags again. Like, it has the actual Disneyland 70th tag right there, which is great. It's like good high quality. Here you do have the Disneyland 70th right there, and it is actually embroidered like the one in the parks. And then the back has the Mickey with Celebrate Happy. So honestly, worth the 19 euros. I'm very happy that I got it. The other thing that I got for JV as a surprise was I ordered for him this t-shirt. He saw it at the parks. He debated it. He wasn't sure if he was going to get it. The bottom does have the Disneyland 70. Again, this is a Celebrate Happy collection. The blue is fantastic for him. It has the nice Celebrate Happy here, and then the nice Disneyland 70th there. And what's also nice, it has the patch right there, the little tag. So cute. And it even has the Disneyland CVS tags on the inside. So, you know, I'm impressed. If it's a fake, it's a good one. After the last thing, and I promise this is the last thing. The very last thing I have is I did end up getting the Disneyland 70th. I'm gonna flip that strap out. Disneyland 70th tote bag here. It is nicely embroidered, beautifully embroidered. It's a canvas tote. You do have Disneyland 70, or not Disneyland 70, but you do have Disneyland right there on the tag. And then on the inside, I'm going to try to like show, because you don't need to see what's all in my bag. But it does have the Disneyland Vault 70 right there. This one, I did get on Vinted. Somebody was selling it secondhand for 10 euros. So I was like, I'm just going to buy that. And they said they were reselling it because it had a small stain on it. And I found the stain and I washed it and the stain is no longer. So 10 euros is great. I love a good bargain. That's where we are for our merch. Oh, not where we are. We have one last thing of merch. And of course, JV got the 2025 Disney guide. Because, you know, super important. He reads it a lot. It's a fun one. He'll order the 2026 one when it comes. I know that. So that is where we are for our merch. I know this was a lengthy video, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. You got a good sense of all of the stuff that we got. I'm sure more will be coming. If I was to start trying to talk about all of the Disney merch we have, we'd probably be here until next week, and that would just be a done. So, if you enjoyed this, please let us know below in the comments. We would like to see what you're into. If you like this kind of thing, go for it. If you want to hear more of me rambling, let me know. If you think I rambled too much, can't do much about it. I didn't take my medicine today, and not a great thing for ADHD. So, on that note, I hope that you guys have a magical rest of your day, and we'll see you here the next time on the channel. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you with that next parade. Bye!